Boom, what is up guys? How's everyone doing? So right now I'm currently going to be putting back on my RPF ones back onto my S2000. So first things first, I'm going to move the car in, jack the car up so I can change the wheels back on. So see you guys then. Alright, so before I move the car in, this is the last look of the stock wheels again. Look at that. I actually don't mind the stock wheels, but prefer the RPF ones way more. Alright, so here it is, the RPF ones, if you've forgotten how they looked. Look at that. So I used to run them before I got defected, and I couldn't run them as the fronts were sticking out. Also, the reason I haven't put on the RPF ones back on is because I haven't got a new coilovers yet, because the old one was leaking and I didn't want to run them anymore. And my logic was that if the wheels are 17-inch and I got pretty thick tires, when I chuck them on with the stock suspension, it will actually raise the car up and it wouldn't look as great. So that's why I delayed putting it back on. But I thought, since ZBG headquarters is moving soon, I might as well chuck them on now, just in case when we move the rims, they slide around and scratch a bit. I'd rather scratch the OEM ones than the RPF ones. Alright guys, so the wheel's actually back on. It took longer than expected because I ran into a few problems, but it's on. So now I'll show you guys how the car looks, and I'll show you guys what I mean by my logic when I said the car's gonna be higher, as the rims are 17-inch and the wheels are kind of fat, or the tires are kind of fat. So here it is guys, from certain angles it doesn't look too bad, as you can see, but from the side here you can tell there's a big gap like where the wheels are, and I'm not a big fan of that. Hey, you put the red tape there. So yeah, the wheels are finally back on the car. I'm planning to lower the car again, but not with the old coilovers because they were leaking. So I'm gonna go ahead, research and look for some new coilovers. I'm currently looking at the MC8 coilovers, and once I decide which one I'm gonna get, because they have a few options, I'll place my order. So here's from the corner angle. You can tell it's pretty high, like right here and right here. If I didn't have the side extenders, it probably would have looked way higher too, especially on the sides. Alright, you put this here. Yeet. So that's gonna do it for tonight. I'll catch you guys next time. Boom, hey yo guys, new day today. So it wasn't a video I was planning. So I was planning to install something else, but that got delayed because it hasn't arrived yet. So what I'm actually going to be doing today is sanding down my boot, making it more even, because I'm going to try and wrap that in a matte black vinyl. So before I head down and show you guys what exactly I'm going to be sanding down and fixing up, look at this view. Damn. Imagine all the cars parked down there and good ass view from up here. So if you haven't realized, my boot right here is kind of like all messed up. As you can tell, the clear coat is like starting to peel right here, and it's starting to peel over here as well. Over here is basically everything's all gone, it's just the bare metal now. So started off with clear coat peeling like probably like this small, like this, and then over time, about what, a year, it just kept peeling and expanded to this. So this is basically bare metal now, and the clear coat here is starting to peel off again. You can also tell it's really bad now because over here, here and here is actually rusted now, as you can tell right there. So basically what I'm going to do today is try to sand this part down and make it smooth again. So like I said before, I'm going to actually be wrapping the boot in the matte black vinyl, because I took a class last week and the teacher gave us some free vinyl, so I might as well use it and try it on the boot, because also the boot, as you saw, is stubbed, so I thought might as well use it there, might as well sand it down and use it. Also, I'm not too sure if I'm gonna actually just sand it down and stick the vinyl straight on, or I'm gonna put in some primer so then I can sand it and make it more even and smooth. But I'm not actually too sure if the vinyl will stick to the primer, so I gotta research and figure that out. But first things first, I'll start sanding the boot now and then we'll decide from there. So just like the other paint projects I've done, I'll probably sand it with something really rough first, and then from there we'll just go down to something less rougher and less rougher. So first things first, I gotta peel off this clear coat and then sand it off. So I'll catch you guys then. Alright guys, so I finally finished sanding, and take a look. Not sure if you guys can see properly. Oh, look at that. So it's actually the bare metal now, and it's feeling smooth as. Even that one too. Look at that. Actually smooth as. Look at that. So what I'm actually going to be doing now is actually putting a thin coat of primer onto both the bare metals, because I quickly done research online and it said that if you want to vinyl wrap the car and you're fixing patches and stuff, you should put on some primer or clear coat or normal paint on it. But that's if you're using like the bonding material. So with bare metal, I'm not too sure, so just in case, I'm going to actually put the primer on. So here's a last look before I hit it with some primer. So ayo guys, it's bloody freezing here and I just finished priming the boot. So I did about 3 layers and that's how it's looking. So I kind of went overboard with the primer, but hopefully it works out well. So right now what I'm going to do is sand it down with about 400 to 800 grit sandpaper and making sure it's nice and smooth. Alright guys, so I've done most of the sanding down of the primer and here's how it actually looks now. Look at that. So I still got to clean it up a bit. As you can tell, there's like dust everywhere, and also some of the corners and edges, like right here, it still feels uneven, so I gotta come back and sand that next time, because it's actually really late now. It's about like 11:30 p.m. So next time before I wrap, I'm gonna actually come back, sand it and try and make it as even as possible, because the wrap is really thin and it will show everything. So gotta make sure the prep is right, otherwise you'll see this big blob right here and this big blob over here as well. So that's going to do it for today's video. I'm actually going to be saving the vinyl wrap for another time. As you can tell, it's really dark and it's really late at the moment. So basically what happened was I just sand this bonnet down and put primer, and hopefully it's ready for wrap. Oh yeah, in the second part of this video, I forgot to mention, I wasn't actually meant to be doing this. I was going to save this for another time and prep it for the vinyl another time, because I was meant to actually be installing a new car part for the S2000, but unfortunately there's been delays. So first of all, it was meant to take 2 weeks, and then it became 4 weeks, and it's still not here. So that's why I started doing this instead, because I thought even though I haven't done the vinyl, I can just prep it, and then next time when I'm ready to do the vinyl, it'll be just there and ready to go. So yeah, once again, that's gonna do it for today's video. So basically I just put on the RPF once again. I'm not sure if you can see, it's really dark. And I just prepared the boot for vinyl wrap. So if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more on the boot and the S2000, make sure to give this video a fat like. And also I mentioned S2K part coming in like 5 weeks ago. So if you think you know what it is, leave a comment down below. And also thank you for watching and make sure to subscribe. See you guys next time. Laters. Yeah.